This episode of Storytellers is brought to you by these fine companies.
I'm Steve Earwood, and you're watching Drag Racing Storytellers on Competition Plus TV. Well, now this is according to Moose. This fella goes to Moose in Baton Rouge, and this is when Evel Knievel was jumping everything that he could jump. And this fella goes see Moose and says, I want to break Evel's record, and I want to break it at your drag strip. And Moose said, well, that's fine, son. What's his record? I believe he had jumped like 18 cars or something. So Moose does quite a good job of promoting on these kind of freak shows. And they just jam Baton Rouge. I mean, the State Caoital Raceway, probably the largest crowds we ever drew at the Cajun Nationals. And he had gotten 20 Ford EXPs from the local Ford dealership. Now, they were kind of small cars, but they were 20 cars. And this was going to beat Evel's record. You know, parked door handle, door handle, door handle, door handle. So the place was packed, probably an honest to God, 7,000, 8,000 people. And time for the gentleman to make his jump, well, there's no sign of him. He's got this little pull-along motorhome that he's in, trailer. So Moose goes, knocks on the door, be there in a minute, be there in a minute. Waits 15 minutes, crowd getting a little restless, as is Moose, banging on the door. Guy opens the door, and the marijuana smoke just billows out of the little trailer camper. So, son, you got to jump. You know, we got a full house here, and blah, blah, blah. So the fella gets prepared to make his jump. So Moose starts taking bets on the side which car he'll hit. And like say he had 1 through 20, you could pick a number, all that stuff. Well, the fellow makes a jump, and he hit number 4 through 10, as I recall. And that didn't really go as well as they had planned. But Moose, again, packed him in. It did great in food and beverage, and successful promotion for Moose.
And he was a paraplegic after that, and then Moose asked him if he would jump in his three-wheel.
I wasn't going to tell that part. He said, you won't feel nothing this time.
Moose paid Billy Meyer to come in and run the points race. That's back when funny cars and top fuel cars had to run points races as well as national events. And it was like the week after Billy had burned up at Montreal. I mean, he was so bad burned that Coletta flew him to Detroit to the burn center. And so, but he's talking to Moose, he's trying to win this championship, and so he's talking to Moose, and Moose agrees for him to book him into this race. He'll pay him a little extra, and so Billy comes in, but Billy said he asked him about how he was doing on his injuries from Montreal, and he said, well, I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting the bandages off today. And Moose said, well, can you just leave them on, son, to the weekend? So he had them rewrapped and went down and ran the race with the bandages on his hands so Moose could promote that to the crowd. Straight out of the hospital, Billy Meyer burns over 90% of his body.